Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're gonna go back with some more Eternal gameplay. Today's deck is no longer an aggro deck. I know you all are tired of all the aggro decks that I keep showcasing. We're going a little bit more control, and this is gonna be Bandle City Noxus control, playing Annie Katarina, and we're playing Lord Broadmane, and we're also playing the Ravenbloom Conservatory for Tybaulk. So this is literally all the value in the world, taking advantage of all the pings that you see between Noxus and Bandle City with combination with Broadmane and the Tybaulk. And additionally, we're also playing a new card called Condense, which allows us to actually copy Tybaulk, copy Broadmane, copy Tivers, or copy the Aloof Traveler. So this deck has all the great hits that you can actually get with Condense, depending on the game state and what you need at the time. So anyways, let's jump ahead to the games. If you like what you see today, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post NOR videos every single day. And stay to the end of the video where we do an in-depth breakdown and mulligan tips. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we're going against Sejuani and Gangplank. So we do have a lot of like small pings, and this Death Lotus is actually probably very good against them, huh? Wait, this Death Lotus is kind of crazy. This Death Lotus is kind of crazy against them. I like the Annie, lets me advance that Conservatory. And also obviously starts working on the Annie. Like if the opponent plays Marai Warden next turn, this Death Lotus could blow them out. I might want to not do the Death Lotus though, depending. I think the Death Lotus might be useful later. Yeah, well, I guess I just get to Pokey Stick. I'm not gonna give you a free hit. Like, I'm definitely not gonna give you the free hit. I'm okay not using the Death Lotus here because it can be used later. But I'm definitely not gonna let you just get that for free either. This is vulnerable to Make It Rain, that's why I don't want to play it, or to Parley. This Tivers, this Annie leveling up could be really good as well. They have this Spiritual Leash. This card is a real card now. We have another Annie. We do have another Annie. I still don't want to pick a Conchologist because it's just welcoming the Make It Rain. I'm down for this. He even lets me level up the Annie. He's just gonna use another Disintegrate though if I level her up. Alright. They're very tempted to use Make It Rain here. Kinda sucks though that the fact that that guy got leveled up, I mean, I guess if we lose this Annie, that's okay. I guess I'm okay losing this Annie, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not opposed to losing this Annie. Technically, don't even have to lose her anymore. The problem is that the Annie skill happens before the Blaze Edge. Yeah, I can actually go ahead and Blaze Edge now to keep the Annie alive, but I don't know that that's important. I think it's better for me to just play the second Annie and have the Blaze Edge for the Disintegrate as I need it. I guess we could play this second Disintegrate. Okay, opponent doesn't even bother with it. Alright, so that's fine. That's a-okay with me. The Annie stays alive. We have Disintegrate with the Annie too. So we go like this. I have to be careful about how much damage I take. So I probably have to go ahead and play this guy. Electro Harpoon is a little bit awkward because it requires a discard. So this Tivers is awesome because of the stun.
You gotta believe me. Easy does it.
Okay. I'll take 5. As soon as I get rid of their champions, I might be okay. The Spirits Unleashed making all their units stronger is definitely a problem, though. Oh yeah. I wanna get this conservatory. I wanna get this Tybaulk like soon. Like I wanna get this Tybaulk next turn.
My selection speaks for itself.
The Market Merchants are actually super scary as well. Depending on what the opponent gets from them. Like, this is pretty good for them. High toss. Pastry's better to do on my Nexus, though. Okay, they just go ahead and do it now. That's fine. We'll play the second Annie.
Come out, wherever you
We're still gonna be 1 off from Conservatory. I need to do Conservatory this turn. Maybe we can just go Katarina, actually. Because I don't want to... Like, the problem is that if the opponent stole... If the opponent stole our...
Carved from the savage cold. The other forward.
Like, if the opponent stole our Loot Travelers, they can actually get rid of the Tybaulk because they have first action next turn. Right? So they can actually get rid of the Tybaulk because they have first action. They stole 2 of our cards, and one of them could easily be that.
This might hurt.
I guess we have Tibbers, so we could actually block the Tibbers instead. I don't know that I need to do this Disintegrate right now, because we do have the Death Lotus. Right? And we have a second Disintegrate as well. I don't want the opponent to play a second Sejuani, so I think this is fine.
My pleasure.
Let's go ahead and do the Annie one. That way we have the second one, even if the Annie somehow dies. I'm okay losing Katarina. So that's one Sejuani out. The opponent is so far away. Wait, this is turn A and the opponent is only at 3 out of 5. Wait a second. I need to play Tybaulk now. I think I need to play Tybaulk now. Okay. This is 5 and a bunch of damage here as well. We have another Disintegrate. Okay, so they get their own Tybaulk. Because they stole my Condense. That was what they ended up stealing from us. So Speaker, that deals 2. Okay, that's actually so huge. The opponent has to block, because I mean we do have lethal. This is 5 damage. If the opponent takes, like, this is already lethal here. Between the Harpoon and the Blaze Edge, right? Opponent shouldn't have a way to deal with this. But just in case, I guess we can keep this guy. We'll go like this. Again, just settle for the Death Lotus, just in case. Just in case, let's have the Death Lotus prepared. Never mind. Alright, we get there. We get there with the burn over everything else. A little bit of a weird game, right? Opponent doesn't even have the G-tier Sejuani leveled up. They must have had a lot of units in their hand. Stealing our Tybaulk is kind of funny though, so GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Shyavana and Elise. So this is either like a random Bolts of Hylia deck, or it's gonna be Citria, Lady of the Clouds, right? How does the opponent deal with Broadmane? I guess single combat. Like, this hand seems so good to me. I don't want to pass it. But he also feels a little bit slow. Like, it will allow me to stop the opponent's game plan. Like, this has to... Like, I wish I had Annie instead, right? But I also do like having the Pythos and the Flock to be able to deal with, like, a Shyvana.
Come closer. I don't.
The Elise is whatever. Okay.
You won't suffer long.
Let's Portapalooza. It's probably one of the best times that we can Portapalooza, so... We're in Dragon Guard. Katarina can come down. And we still have some blockers here, which is nice.
No going back.
So Katarina is nice because it's gonna set up the Flock, even if the opponent plays like a Shyvana here.
I
Yeah.
am more than I seem.
So this is gonna... I guess he doesn't set up the Flock. Because the opponent is still gonna have more HP, right? But we'll level up the Katarina for now.
No one gets
Do I
in
care
my
about
way.
the spiders? I don't know that I do. Conservator is gonna get advanced pretty quickly. This is already damaged. We could go Broadmane instead to kill Shyvana. No, because she's gonna pseudo heal here, right? She's gonna pseudo heal. Lens Split is not bad. It lets me block Shyvana here without her getting the Fury proc. And it still lets me access to block if we need it. Turn 8 my Trump or Citra combo could be a big problem if the opponent is keeping all these units on the field. Single combat means that they will have to sacrifice the Dragon Guard or the Elise. But it does let them keep the Shyvana in a good spot. Yeah, they might have single combat. I might be deciding which one to sacrifice. This is a weird game. This is a weird game right now because I do have to be careful of that Matron Citra combo. Second Shyvana. Okay. Single combat is a little bit of a problem. Single combat is a little bit of a problem, huh? For this Broadmane. I like the Annie here. Like, we could just push with the Annie. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. I will not deny that I was not expecting that. Okay. All right. Wow. Molten bread. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we can play Katarina. And the reason that I like Katarina here is because we're going to put the Blaze Edge on the Shyvana and just damage her. And set up for the Broadmane to come down. And even if the opponent has like a single combat, which they will because of the Strafing Strike, we still have multiple pings to be able to kill the Shyvana with. So we can pass here. So we can go Broadmane and have access to Pythos, Blaze Edge, or Flock. All three can actually kill Shyvana. Okay, opponent doesn't even go for it. So now I just get to chill and just kill Shyvana right away before the opponent gets the free single combat. There it is. Again, as expected, we go Pythos. That's why we wanted to damage the Shyvana with the free Blaze Edge last turn, right? I don't like it. I don't want to give them the draw. I don't want to give them the draw, so let's say no here. Yeah, let's say no. I'm okay with blocking here, because now this is damage, and it's just gonna die to anything that I play. I need to be careful with the Citria. So maybe we attack here first. Like, I don't even know that a Tybaulk is necessary. I think at this point, between the Broadmanes, that's enough for us to win the game. And Katarina giving us the free Blaze Edge every single time that we summon her. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Pirate. So Pirate Aggro. So Misfortune, Twisted Fate, a classic. Death Lotus. I was going to say Blaze Edge. Death Lotus is kind of crazy. Pokestick is very good. Katarina's not back, so the free Blaze Edge. I'm gonna keep the whole hand. Because even Portapalooza is very good at giving me blockers, right? The problem is, opponent's attacking on turn 1, right? So we're gonna take a ton of damage here because we didn't get Blaze Edge. Okay, so just gonna set up for the Death Lotus here. Just be a big punish. Okay. Opponent might open. If they open... I guess we can go Katarina, right?
No going.
And just Death Lotus plus Blaze Edge. Okay. Really? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just go like this. I'm literally just gonna go like this. I will just kill this one. Just block all the damage now. We can always block this guy anytime that we want, so I'm okay with this. Opponent didn't want to blink the Pagan bigger because we can just kill it with the Blaze Edge, which I respect. The Death Lotus saves me a lot of damage though, and that's very nice. So again, we have the Flock. We have plenty of things here. I'm just gonna pass. Okay. Let's go from colleges. I'm not really scared of the pigeon. High toss is amazing. Sure.
Where's my axe?
Okay. I guess if you're gonna let me get it now, I'm just gonna get it now, right? Like if you're gonna give it to me now before you do anything else, I'm okay with that.
No one's the wiser.
You know I have this in my hand, so I don't know. Pokey plus Pythos kills another one. Alright, so then we go Pokey here. It just sucks that we won't be able... I guess we can go Aloof Travelers. Like, we won't be able to block. We could go Aloof Travelers here. There's no way for me to kill this Misfortune. If we go Aloof Travelers, we can block and then Pythos to kill her, or go for the Broadmane. Or is it just going to be Pythos, Flock into the Misfortune? No, I'm down for the Aloof Travelers. I'm down for the Aloof Travelers here. That's a great thing that we just discarded, right? And Akaboros makes them a lot less likely to have anything. Yep, we'll block here and here. We lose the Conchologist. There's an option here to go Portapalooza so that we have blockers. That's probably better than going for the Brahmin, especially since we can draw more blockers with the Whisper Words. Like, we can almost guarantee that we get the portals next turn. I might have to just take this one damage, to be honest. Because I don't know that I can go ahead and flock this now. I'm gonna have to take this one damage. I don't know that I can actually flock this Misfortune now. Right? think we just go like this. Blaze Edge is amazing. So we can go here. We can go here. We can go Blaze Edge here. High Toss here. And just go down to... I mean, you knew I was gonna draw everything. I mean, that was my all 4 draws ever since I did the Portapalooza, right? This allows me to be a Fervor, no matter which one the opponent does it on. So I can beat a Fervor. Alright, let's just flock this then. So they have double Fervor, huh? I do lose to a Decimate plus 1 more damage, right? So a Decimate plus 1 more damage could be a problem. I don't even know that this is a conservatory game. Alright, so we have to kill this girl with the Broadmane. So that's very obvious that that's gonna happen, right? Because we cannot take that 1 damage and put ourselves at losing to the thing. Alright, cool. So we can go like this. I guess let's just do the Pokey now, to be honest. I'm down to just do the Pokey for now. I don't want to lose to the Decimate, right? So I don't want to lose to the Decimate. So I don't want to take 1 damage from either one of those units. We can push 6 damage here. This also makes the Slotbot even stronger. If it's Twisted Fate into Decimate, I guess we lose. Double Decimate is a problem. Make it rain. Alright. So Decimate kills us here now, right? But maybe... So this is gonna be 6, 7 mana. And then 7 plus 4 is gonna be 11. But this is giving us the answer. So we have lethal on the open. We have lethal on the open, even if the opponent has Decimate. Because this was gonna happen here. We're gonna go Conservatory, right? Tybaulk. This is gonna be 11. And then this is gonna be the last 2 that we need for the 13. So even if the opponent has a Decimate, we still get there. Because we'll be able to do the Pokey Stick in response to the Decimate. Alright. I just needed to do the math correctly there to make sure that it worked out. That if I played the Tybaulk this turn, last turn, together with the pinks that we had in our hand, that we were able to commit lethal. And ended up being the case. So, GG's. And that's actually the game that took us to Diamond. Look at that. Nice. Honestly, man, this grind all the way from Iron 4 in Eternal has been bad, man. Like, you have to play so many games, and since I haven't been playing as much, it's been rough, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Twisted Fate and Jack. I have seen this deck running around. Sometimes he plays Shelly, other times it's just going to be Vivi. So I just need to be a little bit careful about that. I do like the Pythos and Death Lotus, to be honest, but since we have Conservatory in our hand, I don't mind just looking for Disintegrate instead. So we can go Conservatory into Annie. We have the Broadmane now. Like, we have enough pinks. I don't think we need to go ahead and rush with the pinks right away. Like, we're gonna get this Tybaulk very soon if this Annie gets to push damage here. And once we have Tybaulk enabled, we should be okay. Alright. So let's push this 2 damage here. So I just need to watch out for the OTK, right? I need to watch out for the OTK. They play Condense. And they get to put the Condense on their Vivi. On the Mischievous Mirai. And sometimes they play Shelly. That's the Disintegrate. Don't know if this opponent's playing Shelly, but I guess it's an option. Okay, I think I prefer the Aloof here. Because they have a, like, I could just get rid of the Vivi before she comes down, right? You're gonna just kill her. Okay, so you're gonna kill Annie now before she can potentially level up. That's respectful. I already got my value from her. Yeah, I think I like the Loot Travelers now.
We made
Right?
it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Riptide Rats. Okay, that's another combo that they have. Riptide Rats with the thing. So need to be careful about that. I don't think it's correct to do the Disintegrate now, because I think I can always just kill this with Broadmane, right? So I can always kill this Jack with the Broadmane next turn.
Go away.
If the opponent goes for it this way. Question is, do we Portapalooza now? Because I think Portapalooza now might actually be better. So that we can start getting some blockers. If the opponent plays their BB right now, we can just Disintegrate, right? Pie Toss. Here we'll kill the Jack. And have our Broadmane enable. And we still have access to Disintegrate plus Pie Toss as necessary. Still a problem here if the opponent has the BB. Because they could have the Condense. And I don't have a lot of pings. Okay, so I'm okay with this because we have Pie Toss if the opponent plays Prize Fight. Yeah. So we just Pie Toss here and now the opponent loses the Prize Fight value. Is this worth it? Is this... I guess we have two of them. Yeah, I guess we have two of them. That's fine. We'll get the Tybaulk next turn. I don't know if it's worth it, actually, you know? But we'll let it go.
I can barely keep up.
Doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm okay with you blocking. It doesn't really matter to me. I guess we have Death Lotus, so we didn't need to push. Yeah, I guess we didn't need to push that. That's a great draw. Oh, okay, well, okay. It's not a... This is not a BB. So I'm chilling.
There's another one.
So then we're just gonna play Tybaulk then? Have everything just be stronger? Yeah, so opponent gets their own Tybaulk here, which... you know, we kind of know that that's going to happen because the opponent has Condensed. The problem with their Tybaulk is that it's just a little baby Tybaulk. It does make all their pings do more, which makes the OTK from BB a potential bigger threat, right, that we need to worry about. Especially if we're taking this damage here. So I think it's actually correct for me to block the 2-3. If they kill the Broadmane, I think I have to be fine with this. Yeah, I think I have to be fine with this Broadmane dying for now. Just because I cannot take this much damage and then just die to a warning shot. We still have Disintegrate. Like, opponent just needs to kind of set up for like a big combo, right?
Let the bloodshed begin.
Well, this is actually a pretty good high roll. Multiple Overwhelm units. That's unfortunate though. Make it rain. Like, then getting Tybaulk is a big deal, I
It's
guess.
just a nick.
That is a big deal. I'm not gonna deny that.
Gonna show 'em what's up.
Let's just push this damage now. You have a second Make It Rain. Like, there is a lot of damage that we're taking.
I'll be.
There's a lot of damage that we're taking. And again, we're still losing to the BB plus warning shot combo. If we're not able to kill her right away. I think I'm fine with that though, because we still have access to Death Lotus, right? Oh, that's a high roll. That's okay, both of those are high roll because the attune is so good here. We do have the Death Lotus here to kill their Pocket Picker plus Tybaulk. So that does help us. If the opponent attacks, they actually shouldn't attack.
Deal me in.
So this is gonna make them attack because they're gonna think, oh wow, I just cleared the whole board, right? But again, the problem is gonna be this thing is just gonna bust them up. I don't hit the lightning rush. So I don't hit the lightning rush. It's all about whether the opponent gets the BB or not, right? I want to play this rake. Like, I want to force the opponent to have another Twisted Fate for the stun. Because otherwise this Tybaulk with Scout is going to be pretty darn good for us. Ah, there she is. Where have you been, my friend? Okay, so no matter what we do, opponent will always be able to have burst speed warning shot, right? So I think we just attack. We can, if the opponent has the warning shot, they get that. There's nothing we can do about it. They have done double Tybaulk. If it's not a warning shot, okay, that's the warning shot. Sits. High toss. They go down to 10. I mean, we go down. Okay, and that's gonna be 3 damage. So that's lethal there. So that's lethal. No matter what, it's lethal, huh? Because he's gonna deal 3 to the Nexus. We have 4. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. Wow, like I said, at the moment that they got their BB, they were gonna get there, right? We don't have enough, no matter what we do. Yeah, this is gonna be 5. We're off by 1. Yeah, wow. We're off by, like, we need just 1 more here. Yeah, because then you go pastry and you win the game. Them being able to condense our Tybaulk is such a perfect counter for us, right? I can't do anything against that BB. The moment that the opponent drew it, we knew that the warning shot was gonna come and blow us out like that. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Elise Shadow Owl. So if it's spiders, I have a pretty good matchup here. Because we have a lot of removal, as you can see by the pie toss and stuff. I think I will keep the pings. Because a lot of the spider stuff is just 1 health. I would love to play Annie though before I do that. You know, I'm gonna pass. I don't want the opponent to play a 1-drop here. I can play Annie now, and now I can build up to the Annie level up, and that's pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. Alright, so we go like this. It could be control. It could be a control deck, right? You never know. That's always the question mark when you see Noxus Shadow Owls. House Spider can be used in both control and aggro, so how do we do this? Portapalooza is not bad, but it does tap me out of all the mana, which makes it a little bit awkward. If the opponent has the... Oh, it's just Elise? So Katarina is amazing here, by the way. Because it means that if the opponent actually attacks with Elise, we level up Katarina. Okay. I'm down to get a free level up. We can put this Blade's Edge on the Elise, just so that we can prepare to kill her later. We don't have Flock, but we do have plenty of pings to kill her, right? We also gonna get the attack with Katarina. Oh, that Death Lotus is actually amazing. There's actually... Maybe we don't actually attack with Katarina, right? So that we can have the Death Lotus enabled for us, because the Death Lotus is just gonna blow them out. They gave me the spider. Yeah, I don't think you want to give us the spider, because you wanna level up your Elise, right? You want to level up your Elise. Okay, so if you give me the spider, you need to have... Okay, yeah. Again, I was trying to see what the opponent was trying to do there. So we can play Katarina and not attack with the Annie. And because the Blade's Edge is 0 mana, we can kill the Elise.
Now you've gone and upset it.
Not only that, but this leaves me a fearsome blocker that we can use. And this Annie is gonna be leveled up.
Remember the objectives.
Okay.
For the glory of Noxus. This way.
Opponent's not gonna block with the spiders because they want to level up Elise here. Yep. However, we just go Blaze Edge here. Do I let them level up Elise? I mean, we have the Death Lotus. No, I don't like leveling up Elise. Let's just go for this. I don't like the idea of Elise being leveled up.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the timbers!
This Timbers is gonna be really good as the game goes on. It's just sad that we can't play a next turn.
This
We have Death Lotus, Pytos, and Pokestick, allowing me to get rid of the whole board. Yeah, this Death Lotus is kind of crazy. Katarina can actually block that. Maybe opponent doesn't attack. Maybe opponent just takes the level up. Yeah, okay. No, they went for their little thing here. That's cool. It does mean that Katarina now cannot block the Elise though, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. We can't block that Elise. Death Lotus kills 3 other spiders. And we can kill this one with a Pokestick. We can block the Demolitionist. Alright, so we can block the Demolitionist. And just take the 3 from the Elise. But if we block the Demolitionist, we're actually losing the Katarina. Do we care about Katarina anymore? Nah. It's either we lose Annie or we lose Katarina. I'm gonna take the trade with the Katarina because he lets us kill the Demolitionist. And then just rely on the Portapalooza next turn to get me the stuff that I need. Opponent doesn't get to level up the Elise. We're at 13. We're at 13. Surely that should be okay, right? Ooh, Broadmane is not bad. Oh, this is pretty good high roll here. Broadmane is not bad. We attack with everything. The opponent blocks here. They're just losing to the pastry. So they cannot block. We get one of our portals here. We have Timbers next turn. Opponent's not allowed to develop next turn, so they have to open attack. We have a fearsome blocker already. We don't have any other pings, which is a little bit concerning.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
Okay, so that's gonna take me down to 11. I'm still away. There's still 2 decimates and a perm. Okay, so okay. You're still not allowed to develop, right? So I guess you're gonna just push damage and just go from it this way. You're not allowed to develop because you know I have Timbers. You will kill the Elise and whatever else you develop. Okay. I guess they must have another Doombeast, and they're setting up for the Fervor. Right? So they're setting up for the Fervor here, so Doombeast into Fervor does win in the game. Or second Demolitionist into Fervor. Double Fervor doesn't do it because opponent only has 1 unit. Unless they play the second unit right now. Okay, we have fearsome blockers. Okay. This is 4. Okay, so this is 5. This is gonna be 5. And then one of this is gonna be 8 no matter what, right? So I'm okay actually just open attacking because the opponent cannot block the Timbers because I don't have a fearsome blocker. We can even go Portapalooza to guarantee it. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go Portapalooza to guarantee it. And most opponent can only have 1 Fervor. They don't have 2 units. And that's game. It's kind of... Wait, what are the chances of us getting the same unit twice? Huh. I wonder if one of you wants to do the math, what are the chances of you getting double of the same unit from the portals? That's actually kind of crazy, and it was back-to-back as well, so GG. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. It's very control, right? This deck is literally the definition of control, because all you're doing is literally just slowly removing all of the opponent's units, and eventually you get enough value between Katarina and Tybaulk and Annie to push lethal, or sometimes you just burn people out, or just wait for them to surrender because they get annoyed at how often you're just like messing their stuff, you know? So very, very fun. What else can be said about this deck? I mean, if you like control and you don't like Shadow Owls, this is probably the best, one of the best variants, not the best, one of the best variants of controls there, right? There's probably some decks that are slightly better than this one, but I have been climbing pretty successfully with this deck. In terms of mulligan tips, I do like keeping one conservatory. I like keeping Annie, of course, right? So that we can try to level her up early. So that's the stuff that I'm looking for. I'm looking for Annie, Katarina, conservatory early on, so that I can kind of start putting pressure on the opponent. If I know that the deck is gonna, if I know I'm gonna go against an aggressive deck, like as we went against Aggro, then I'm looking to keep my Conchologist, my Blaze Edge, my Pytos, even Death Lotus, like all these little pings that allow me to trade into the aggressive player are very good. If we're going against a very slow player, like if we're going against another control deck, then I'm keeping Portapalooza, because I know that I have the time to play Portapalooza on turn 3 or turn 4 without falling too much behind on tempo. So if you're going against control, look for Portapalooza. If you're going against aggro, look for your small pings. If you're going against like a mid-range deck, I don't hate keeping the Lord Broadmane, because they have a harder time dealing with the Broadmane. As you saw there, when we beat that Shyavana deck, we dropped the Broadmane and just had the pings to follow up. So again, you can kind of change your mulligan depending on how you're going against. In general, in every matchup, I'm looking for Annie, Katarina, conservatory, just one conservatory, so you can start counting down on that. And depending on the matchup, you go for the other stuff that we just talked about, right? This deck does have a hard time closing out games, right? So just keep that in mind, that you're not running out of resources. Just make sure that you have the cards that you need to be able to deal with the opponent's win condition. Like if you know that the opponent's playing Pantheon, make sure that you're keeping enough for like a Disintegrate, or that you have the Broadman that can survive, etc. Something to pop the spell shield, etc., right? You need to understand what the opponent is playing to really get an idea how to manage this deck, because again, it doesn't really have a very clear win condition until you get like your Tybaulk and your Katarina like really out there to do what they need to do. Strategy wise, I mean, I kind of just spoke about it, right? This deck is all about removing everything that the opponent throws at you. So that's what you want to do. Slowly remove all of the opponent's key units until you can have that Tybaulk there. Unfortunately, we did run against that counter matchup where the opponent just copied our Tybaulk and that allowed them to win, right? You can't do anything about that, right? The moment that they have, if I don't play Tybaulk, I feel like I fall further behind than if I just keep waiting to play around the condense, they're just gonna beat us there. So sometimes you gotta just drop it. And if they have the condense, they have it, right? I mean, there's not much that you can do about that. There's probably other stuff I could have done better in that game anyways, so that we wouldn't take that much damage early. But again, I was kind of being a little bit greedy on how when I use some of my spells. But in general, the general strategy with this deck is always the same. You should get rid of the key units, get rid of their champions. You have Disintegrate, you have Broadman that allow you to pretty much kill anything in the game, and just slowly get to a point where you can safely drop down that Tybaulk and start burning the opponent or attacking with your Overwhelm, right? Once you have Tybaulk on the field, you're almost going to get at least some damage through his Overwhelm, and that would allow you to potentially finish up between the Blaze Edge, the Perilous Pastry, you know, the Pokey Sticks. You kind of end up having a lot of burn into the opponent Nexus that they might not be mindful of. So just try to survive early on by removing their units, and then eventually you have Tybaulk, and you win the game from there. Katarina gives us a lot of value with the free Blaze Edge, so also kind of keep that in mind. And that's all really you can say about it. This deck really requires you to know what the opponent's deck is trying to do, so that you can actually try to counter it and beat their things as they come down. However, it is very vulnerable to decks that have a lot of big units like Timelines, because you're not able to kill the big units that they get transformed into. So you end up using a lot of your Flux and your Disintegrates and stuff, and end up running out of resources way too quickly. But again, Still a very good deck in my opinion, and it's a deck that you should see a lot of. Like any Bandle City Noxus deck, I think has a potential to be really, really good in this meta. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more standard gameplay. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.